Good morning, everyone. Long time no see. Good evening, everyone. This is for sure a long, long way. Today we're gonna have a Lonely Mountains review. This is the Snow Riders. I don't care what you say, but this game is spectacular. About the criticism, I should say definitely from the. I should start from the con. And the con is that you have to press the button for too long to set checkpoints and pick up teammates. And that's it. Um, I was playing 20 hours with Lonely Mountains Lone Riders. Before that, it said no snowboards, but I was blinded by the snow and wasn't really into the skiing theme. Now I'm not certain that they don't really belong here, even throughout it's quite convincible that the Berlin-based Megagon team will find a cool way to integrate them. For now, however, this game is all about fighting down three different mountains as quickly as possible on two boards, and that feels wonderful even in this form. For context, I love the 2019 mountain bike from Berlin-based Megagon Industries. The approach of riding down a mountain and discovering a perfect of fastest several possibles in impossible roads is chasing and leisurely exploring that almost evokes a holiday feeling. A lot of happened in the almost like 5 years. We started out just two developers, has now grown to 14, and you can see that Snow Riders is a much more ambitious and mature project than its predecessor, which has now been 6 million people across all the platforms. Depending on the surface and the rest of the track, you can also see a steer differently in the air in order to land and well take a certain chicane. You can even drive backwards, and then there are the tricks. You read the races, they are only there to live good. There are no points, but they become so second that nature that you start doing them themselves. And because of skiing is not about looking good, it's about uh, having a fun. So grabs on the bumpers, rotations on the figure on the right stick. Snow Riders doesn't want to use complicated buttons combinations. It is better way jumping and landing already engaging enough. Despite everything, the handling remains very intuitive and logical. So Megagon didn't fall into the trap overcomplicating a simple game principle, and honestly, I'm really, really impressed by that. Um, you also got a faster. You also got a faster man in the back of it for the first time. Completely incredulous that you haven't already ended up as a marmalade red blow with the scarf on the rock, and it is good that the game turns a blind eye to collisions for the time. This is not still automatically easier, and the time limits are always nice and challenging, but the structure of it is a little bit different. And on each mountain, there are four roads that unlock one after another one by beating a set time. So you don't fall too often the way down to the valley. The third is a mixture of two previous challenges and want you to achieve as much as faster time without having a fall of certain number of the times. If you crack it, you unlock a second black run on this route, which is very different from the normal blue run and brings with the more challenges. This time we reward of unlocking your own ghost in this run, and at the time of testing, the ghosts were not there yet. And that makes a total 24 runs, and you will be busy for quite a bit while mastering all the challenges before you can complete with the online teams and um, s- which will turn you to the provide you a ski equipment with the different properties and cosmetic customization options as you level up. So what else interesting? Oh yes, the snow. My goodness, it is so good. It is really, really, really good. I'm not saying that it's realistic, but again, I've seen finer dislocation effects before. The stolen deforms and snow riders can be compared to Red Dead 2, but there is all calm together. The tracks you leave behind, depending on the nature of the ground, The crunching sound when you're going through slide driving in the powder, the grinding horse slide speed on well-trodden ground, and the sharpness that comes is when you slice throughout a snowdrift lying on the bare rock. The ice-cold cloud of dust that puffs up behind the riders, and in general, the way everything glitters and sparkles. Even the flakes that come from above dance from the sky with the hypnotic lenses that always made you press your nose against the window as the child when the first snow fell. Snow Riders does not snow riding. When you see there is no rocket science, it remains an indie game, but interaction of the effects creates the illusion of wandering around in the winter wonderland. The visual, sound, and control game together in the way is incredibly satisfying in terms of haptics and sensory perception. In general, the developers have learned a lot of little things which are making a mm, whole structure. But for example, it increases tension when the end of the time limit is audibly approaching. The tidier structure also suggests that the people in Berlin have carefully analyzed how to make Lonely Mountains better, even they have left off the wheels this time. So, if you're still thinking about it, just download the demo on Steam, which is very representative of the final experience. Is most likable and kind of game. It's generally happy for you when you're crushing through the snow in the Zen mode, relaxed, with no time or point pressure, and it laughs with you when you're suicidal enough to take a shortcut backwards down a bare cliff that only leads to the hospital and no one else, and maybe to see the St. Peter. I don't know. Skill, nerves, power of observation, Snow Riders is only happy to see all this from you, both solo and multiplayer, but it's also fine with it when you find something or someone peace and quiet a bit of holiday feeling on the mountain. For me, this is vibe revelation. Feel of the game is incredibly smooth. And yeah, thank you. Again, about the counts, you have to press the button for setting up checkpoints and picking up your teammates for too long. But about the pros, Inscriptive will find your own way into the Wally concept, brilliant, feel faster, more dangerous than its precedtor. Fantastically implemented snow, both haptically, visually, and acoustically. More complex than it seems. Cool new multiplayer needs and modes. So yeah, I strongly recommend you to download and play the demo. If you like it, just go and buy it on Steam. It's not that expensive. You will have very much fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.